so much more than us. Fire in his hand, stigmata of the universe. He came to reign of our dying world. Nobody knew him, and he knew everyone by name. There in his book, so many dates, so many fates. There in his book of death, your final scream and mindless breath. Mysterious signs, symbols and scribbles everywhere on every yellow page, all in his book of death. So many fates, your final scream and my last breath. Symbols and scribbles everywhere, on every yellow page, all in his book of death. He said no words, yet we had to obey his silent orders. We understood them very well. Inside the ring of cosmic energies, he shaped like matter, using the strongest gravity. There in his book, so many dates, so many fates. There in his book of death, your final scream and mindless breath. Mysterious signs, symbols and scribbles everywhere, on every yellow page, all in his book of death.
quickly take you down. You will drown in flames.
Holy river Ganges, in the river of karma and souls, Shiva speaks to the goddess Kali. Gentle breezes carry his voice. In the holy river Ganges, pilgrims wash away the sins, and the water kisses their bodies like the crystals of your dreams. And the sanity ritual. Burn and burn. Flames will quickly take you down. You will drown in flames. Flames will take you down. You will drown in flames. Ganges waves to flow, but the ashes change. In the sacred river Ganges, in the river of spirits and blood, Shiva speaks to the goddess Kali. Kali will respect no god. On the hill there is a graveyard where the fire people lie. Those who cannot ever be there to the river are sacrificed. Fight. Take you down, you will drown in flames. In the blessed river Ganges, there are many skulls and bones. Shiva speaks to the goddess Kali. Kali wants to kill us all. No more room for Kama Sutra. If you wish to stay alive, you are waiting for a new star. Maybe in another. Take a dive into the waters. Swim and search the gate inside. You may find a lot of wonders. You may break it open wide. alive, half dead. Her astral body, stronger than her mortal shell. Sleepwalking, she is still talking in her sleep. She's stalking her prey. Sleepwalking, some from your list. Sleepwalking, she is still talking in her sleep. She's stalking her prey. Sleepwalker, some from your list. In the distorted rooms, corridors to nowhere. In the depths of her coma, she has found her home. She's no longer alone. Forever she belongs there. Her astral body, stronger than her mortal shell. Sleepwalking, she is still talking in her sleep. She's stalking her prey. Sleepwalker, some on your list. Sleepwalking, she is still talking in her sleep. She's stalking her prey. Sleepwalking, some on your list. Sleepwalking, she is still talking in her sleep. She's stalking her prey. Sleepwalker. Between the worlds, between the times, between the blackness and the light, there is a void, eternal noise. Uncertainty, uncertainty flows. The distant light of psyche bring blindness onto me. Right on the border, you're getting older, losing your power in every hour. Within space, chaos will reign, and order will be quite suppressed. There is no life, and death is timeless, unstable. don't care. Absinthe in your mind and body, where will taste inside your mouth. See that masquerade of shadows, hear the voices in your head. And you're riding drunken boils, and you're kissing your sweet muse. Candles burning on the tables, and the night belongs to you. You. Every day is forgotten when you dive into the madness, and the snake is your totem. It's a kind of deja vu. Drinking more, smoking more, fame of glory at your door. Break the seal, get unreal. You are there, but you don't care. Absinthe in your mind and body, where will taste inside your mouth. See that masquerade of shadows, hear the voices in your head. And you're riding drunken boils, and you're kissing your sweet muse. Candles burning on the tables, and the night belongs to you. And a dizzy head. What's a dream? What is real life? You're just waiting for another night. Another night. Majestic, it grew up just like divine creepers of vine. Once in the rain, then in the sun, and in the morning misty cloud. Emotionless and still unchanged. Emotionless and still unchanged. In the tomb of thoughts, sarcophagus of you that turns me on. The diary of my days, written by the past, the treasure of my life, which I hold dear, right in here, in my heart, so deep within, inside of me. Slow and majestic, it grew up, the emptiness within my heart. Under the moon, under the stars, and in the evening misty cloud, so merciless and cold like ice, so merciless and cold like ice. Then became my silent shroud, the emptiness within my mind. My secret window out of time, with views and images, they're outside, with landscapes always great and white, always great and white. In the tomb of thoughts, sarcophagus of you that turns me on. The diary of my days, written by the past, the treasure of my life, which I hold dear, right in here, in my heart, so deep within, inside of me. Winter forest, winter patterns on the trees, trudging through the thorny bushes. Snow is cracking underneath my feet, broken branches, shadows gray. My eyes can hardly see, so full of tears, yeah. Winter forest, I can hear the chanting monks, and his heart so cold and silent, which is calling me to come. Hungry ravens, looking down, but I'm still alive. The power of my will, it's my only guide. has seen his funeral. I must be there just in time. Getting late and getting dark. Where's the path I cannot find? Winter forest, fading whispers in the wind. You rest somewhere 6 feet under. Snow has covered all the memories. Hungry ravens looking down. But I'm still alive. The power of my will is my only guide. There within the woods, my friend has been buried in the burial ground outside the monastery. I have seen his funeral, and no comfort will I find. He must hurry, working on what seems so precious. He's gonna turn the steel into gold, applying magic and using his stone. The artifact he stole from the gods. He'll pay the price, and he says why not? Like any searcher, he'd never give up. He keeps on trying to see what is what. He sold his soul a long time ago. He'll pay it back when death takes his toll. In his room, an alien aura, glass pipes, models, golden vessels. He knows all, but he must hurry, working on what seems so precious. In the world he cannot enter. Something strange is soon to happen, and he would better find the center. Oh, there's this complicated pattern. Although so close, he ain't reached his goal. Can't stop the race against the clock. He's gonna turn the steel into gold. He's got the key, but it don't fit the lock. His bleeding hands no longer feel pain. Why must he do it again and again? Another move and another try. The later answer, the sooner he'll die.
the things to come. He should end what he has begun. Wishes he could have more time. He's aware of the things to come. He should end what he has begun. Wishes he could have more time.
In the cards, a cruel future. There is a crack across the mirror. That's a very scary picture, and it's slowly getting nearer. In the world you cannot enter, something strange is soon to happen. Will he ever find the center of this complicated pattern?
The traveler has come many miles. He's tired, half closing his eyes. Now thoughts only peace in his mind. What once was is now left behind. He can't yet decide where to go, and can't really say yes or no. The sun's going down to the west. The traveler feels ready to rest.